Thank you. So it is going to be quite helpful if you can explain to us how satellite imagery, right? Because see, the topic is around Navic. So what I would like to ask and understand from you, and maybe for the audience benefit, is we have GPS, we have other constellations. I'm sure you have used such constellations in the past. Are you finding any advantage of using Navic? Have you used Navic yet? Um, can you throw some light on that? Thank you.
Sure. Navic, so obviously, it's like going to game change the industry. As far as India, it's like lots of potential with respect to Navic. What we are trying to do is like with respect to land deformations. That's where we teamed up with IIT Tirupati, where land deformation is a pressing issue, and there's going to be phenomenally one of the contributing issue that people will look for in coming decade. So we are trying to create the sensor and find the displacement with respect to displacement in the sense how the land is moving up and down. We can able to find the movement in the land through satellites. With respect to sensors such as NAVIC or GPS, we can find the Z axis. And this helps us as a IoT solution where we can directly get the reading. And that's where we're also looking for the NAVIC solutions to get the Z axis more concrete Z values. And lots of, apart from that, as a Thazhal, other than with satellites, we're also trying to incorporate other sensor values like IoT, so that whatever the solution we are giving to our client should be more reliable and it should have authenticity. So we are adding some IoT solutions. So many of our client was looking for IoT-based solution where Navic is going to predominantly helpful. Says some banks need solutions with respect to IoTs, where we are trying to create, where even now we are creating a prototype that helps a solution for bank with Navics.
Great, thank you. Can you walk us through the process of, say, for example, some client comes to you and then says, I have this challenge. What will you do in terms of the process? Whether you collect the satellite imagery for that region and then do analysis, and then, as you said, the decision support system is something that you provide. Can you just walk us through that, and so that for the benefit of the audience, people who want to join your organization, or maybe they can also partner with you in the future?
Sure. We always love to hear problems, because with geospatial, you can do many things. It is one is like it is an advantage and there is a disadvantage too, because people doesn't have one particular focus. But with organizations, we ask them the open problem, because lots of open problems can be addressed with geospatial solutions. Even as simpler solutions can help them in many ways. So we collect the problems, we understand the problem, and we map with geospatial solution. Once that is mapped, we collect the satellite images. We apply our algorithms over it. Satellite image is nothing but you can see a normal image. Each image, each pixel will have a lat long point. So we get the image, we apply our algorithm. With that, we extract some features or segment that's images, and that same image or same place, we acquire lots of more images like temporal. We say the term is temporal, where we collect 1 year or 2 years of images. With that, we try to solve the industry problem. That's what we basically do. Once we get the information, then it is obviously analytics. So we push to database, we create analytical solutions over it, and we find the business use cases and apply multiple areas.
Great. What is your business model? Do you have a SaaS model, or do you then, let's say, you have a lump sum model? Is it kind of, what is the model that you follow? Is it based on time and material?
So, as Thazhal, we initially starts with service based. Like very early 2021, we started in Tirupati. So we were looking for projects at multiple areas, but our immediate client is a district administration, because government is ultimately the main organization for geospatial data. So we reached them. The basic business model is service. Then we create products. The product is a SaaS-based product. And with SaaS market, it's wider, but Earth observation SaaS is new, but it is trickier too. So that's where we are stepping. We are having a pipeline of 6 to 7 products currently, and we are trying to create that. most falls in infra plus environmental. And some we also provide a business intelligence solution for banks. We are trying to work with some banks. So it is purely on business intelligence solutions. So this is the three types of model we are currently pursuing and taking forward.
Great, thank you. What are the challenges you're facing, in the Indian market? Because you were discussing with me earlier about this business offtake, right? It is to scale very well. Is there an awareness in adopting sustainability? Because abroad, the ESG compliance has become the norm, just
True.
like you file taxes. So, you have to comply with so many regulations, financial regulations, as we call fiduciary duties, when you file taxes. So, similar to that, the ESG compliance has become a norm abroad. But in India, it is slowly taking off. Are you facing this as a challenge when clients are trying to adapt to this?
With respect to India, so far we didn't work directly with ESG, but we provide data sets to create ESG reports. So many of the organization, what we provide is like we provide data sets to get ESGs. But the challenges are there with respect to geospatial, mostly is like open API kind of problems, or more high frequency data sets that we couldn't able to we have. That's a problem again. Again, with respect to government, one such thing is like there's a tendency people say is like work with foreign governments rather Indian governments. This is like we frequently hear from everyone. It is true. It is actually true. Like if we work with foreign governments, we get revenue. But the immediate neighbor of us, whoever we want to work with in India, it is quite challenging to work with Indian government. But the trend is slowly changing. Like say, for example, we are partnered with IAC, IDX, Indian Urban Data Action Platform. It is a phenomenal initiative by government where we give the data sets. Geospatial data set sharing is a problem. Even government has same data set in the multiple agencies. It is not, there's no unified platform. But IAC people comes up with an idea where we have a unified platform. So we teamed up, and we are first in to teamed up, I think so. And we are giving data sets to them, and they are openly placing their platform. Now, slowly the data convert into application, so that any people can get the data, can access the application there itself. So they don't want to go at multiple entities. So this is advantage for players like us to give a platform there itself, so that any government organization sees it, they can directly access that, irrespective of we go and approach. There's a solution, open solution is there, they can able to do it. But other than that, the space is getting evolved. I can say like in space team, particularly in space teams like the phenomenon, we are supporting startup in every other ways. And like startup DST is supporting all the startups. And fortunately, I have the DST initiative. That's where we also getting benefited from. It's obviously good. So I can say it's like the time is very good for startups. There's a challenges there, but challenge upward, but time is very good and lots of open initiatives there. And we are also using the open initiative and figuring out.
Very good. What about resources? Are you able to find trained manpower I'm talking about? Are you able to find lab facilities and the equipment that you need? What are the challenges from that point of view? Infrastructure, and then the people.
Obviously, see, every early stage startup, infra and human resources problem. So we started with only one system, I think so. Like one system, we have few 10 cross 10 room, and we started by reaching district administration. And at this point of time, I obviously want to tell us, I'm in Tirupati. It is a type 3 city. There are lots of constraints there, but the very first project we got from district administration, Vishnu Gopal, he gave a lots of support to us, and that's where we got in with the market itself. And in that initial project itself, he tried us. We thought of working with a few areas, a small area in Tirunelveli, but he gave a whole district to work on. We doesn't have a human capacity to work on, but he pushed us. It was a very good exercise for us. And we hired more than 15 people and tried to work out. That initial exercise itself told us, okay, we can able to work in Tirunelveli with the low resource, and we can train resources in 3 months, and we can finish the project. We did the project, we did it at right time, and the same is followed now. In Tirunelveli, like with respect to geospatial, the resource won't be there. But the people here are having perseverance skill. They work harder. They retained in the startup. So we get the students or anyone. We have an internship for 3 months. People can come in. We train them, and we train them for 3 months. Within the 3 months itself, we come to know how what's their capability, how whether they will be right fit or not. If they're right fit, we pull them. And you won't believe it's like in remote sensing, radar is like very tricky. Hyperspectral is tricky. I can tell people comes here with a background of nothing from remote sensing. Even within 4 months, they work on radar remote sensing. They're phenomenally good. They work with land subsystems. So their hard work and their perseverance capability is good. Only thing is like people doesn't expose to the technology at right time. So that's where we are coming in. We are teaming with neighboring colleges. So we are teaming with them. Whatever project we are getting, we are hiring people from them so that the resource cultures also will be sustained. Plus research academy also we are trying to do with local colleges.
So have you thought about maybe working on some joint projects? And the other aspect is that DST floats tenders, or what we can call as requirement, no, RFP for proposal, requirement for proposal frequently, and that is something again, you can jointly bid with TIH.